Welcome back to another news update. A lot happened over the weekend and today, so let's dive in. Today was the initial launch and release date of the book, The Living Force. Super excited. I want to enjoy the book, so I'm not going to speed read it, but I will get you plenty of coverage and breakdowns for it. So far, the first couple chapters are amazing. They're really detailed, and they really grasp the characters of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn. There's a lot to cover. Also earlier today, the first story trailer for the Star Wars game Outlaws came out, and we got a release date of August 30th. Pretty excited. It's supposed to take place in between episodes 5 and 6, so we'll never really get to explore that realm of the war, so I think it'll be a good time. Plus, games for Star Wars is really starting to kick off, and I hope it continues. The Mando and Grogu movie is also set to release May 22nd, 2026, with them starting to film this year and next year. We're not 100% sure what's going on with the whole Pedro Pascal, but I can tell you for sure that it will end the whole Mandoverse with all the shows colliding at one, most likely to fight Thrawn and maybe more. We're not really sure. Me personally, when it comes to stuff like this, I don't like to speculate too much because you just really don't know until they start talking about it or release teasers. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. We probably won't hear anything until Star Wars Celebration or hopefully earlier, maybe over the holidays. We'll see. Speaking of games as well, Star Wars Eclipse is not canceled or shelved and still in the works, which is really exciting because the one trailer that came out about a year or two ago is just really broke the internet, and then we heard nothing about it. So the fact that it's still going on makes it really exciting, especially with along the lines of we had an eclipse yesterday, so kind of cool. Then finally, with me along with many other fans, my personally favorite Star Wars game of all time, Knights of the Old Republic, the remake slash reboot, depending on how you want to correlate it. It's still in the works, and it's the first time the company CEO actually addressed it because they were just bought out again, and people were like, "Oh, I don't know. Is it going to happen? Is it going to get shelved? We never know." The CEO directly said we're still working on it, and we're very excited. It's going really well. So I'm paraphrasing, but just there hasn't been a direct filmed interview, and I really hope that he comes out again by the Star Wars Celebration next year for sure. But hopefully within the summer and the holidays, we'll be able to get some more. I'm beyond thrilled. It's been my favorite Star Wars game since it came out, and I just can't wait. For movie news, we got Beau Willimon, excuse me if I butchered it, joins James Mangold's crew for co-directing slash co-writing for the Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi project. I'm really interested in it. One, he did really well on Andor, and for those for out of Star Wars universe, he also co-wrote House of Cards. Personally, I'm a fan of both of their work, and then at the same time, the Dawn of the Jedi project would actually be really interesting. If you ever read the 3 comics that came out, Dawn of the Jedi, pretty interesting and a lot different than what we'd anticipated. And then there was a book that came out, same title, very different kind of Jedi. It's more the Jedi, which is before the Jedi joined the Republic, and they just the origins of the Jedi. It's really interesting, and you get a different perspective. A lot of Sith fans really like those because you get to see the flaws of the Jedi outside and previous of the movies, which the flaws and corruptions have already set in. So just a different perspective, and it's very creative. And speaking of new movie news, it's a tongue twister. The Rey movie, which is the third slotted Star Wars movie that's going to come out for Rey, Daisy Ridley recently came out talking about it, and I quote on her response, very curious. She's very excited to return, and she's quoted stating, "It's going to bring a lot of joy to a lot of people." No, it's not. But no, I'm only kidding. As much as I am wanting to be excited, I am one of those fans that's really did not like the sequel trilogy. I try to not comment on it as much because I know I'm trying to bring positivity back into the Star Wars community and bring the fans together. There's going to need a lot of work to turn people around. Just me personally, I could be wrong. I'm open to interpretation, but just me personally, and I know a lot of other fans agree. I don't know. You're going to have to do a lot of work, honey. I'm sorry. I think she's a great actress. I've seen some of her other projects. She does really well. I think it's just the writing and the direction. You know what? I'm just going to leave it there. If you want me to talk about another video, I'm more than happy to. But, she's going to need a lot of work. And there you have it, folks, for another update. Again, we'd like to thank you so very much for your support. We reached our first cap for over 2,000 views. We are so excited, and we want to do so much more for you guys. We want to provide more. So if you're down to start doing a weekly Q&A, I'm all about it. Please like and subscribe to the channels, and we're working really hard for our marketing to start advertising more and spreading the word and growing a larger audience so we can do more things with you. Thank you very much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the warm weather.